Is it a good spot to say welcome to this review show, Maryann?
Yes, it is, actually.
Thank you, Lagos. Thank you, Abuja. Thank you, Port Harcourt. Thank you, the entire nation of Nigeria. And to our friends who followed I Beg to Differ this season, our friends in the diaspora who have been such a fine army in terms of support, in terms of encouragement, in terms of listenership and viewership online. We appreciate you all. As we said yesterday, we'll continue to have these conversations because the contest itself is fast and thick, and many of these days we have not been able to take your calls during the debates themselves. And again, you would also notice that we've increased the time of the first two rounds by a minute each, but it adds up. So if one debater is going to do 1 more minute in round 1 and in round 2, that's 2 more minutes. And if you give that same time to the other debater, it then becomes 4 minutes. 4 minutes is significant time on radio. So and it has significantly impacted how many calls we can take. So we might as well use the opportunity to hear from you, to prepare for the finals, and review some of the moments, some of the great moments.
Yes, there were. I think that there were too many aha moments and oh dear moments and oh wow. I think they should do. I think the digital department needs to find. Although half the time the cameras were on these kids, because if there was a secret camera on my face, your face, on Yvonne's face, would become memes.
No doubt.
Because half the time when we were blown away, or a child said something about Sheriff, about me, about you, we had different kinds of looks on our faces, like
I know. I know.
It would be like a meme party. But anyway, guys, we want to find out what your high points were, your low points were, and what you generally think about the competition so far.
So yesterday we spent more time on the first semi-final, the one which featured Akinluluwa and Majesty. Would concentrate a little more today on the second one, between Ifeoluwa and God's Goodness Kokoete. That topic was AI will teach students better. Ifeoluwa was supporting that motion, and she argued along 3 lines. One was she talked about personalized learning, talked about efficiency and access, talked about data driven precision that AI brings. She argued that AI offers adaptive learning paths tailored to individual strengths and weaknesses, something human teachers often cannot manage in overcrowded classrooms. She also argued that AI can provide round-the-clock tutoring, ensuring that education is not bound by time or location, especially in underserved areas. And then there was this one about data-driven precision, where her argument was that by analyzing vast amounts of student data, AI can deliver instant feedback, can track progress in real time, and refine teaching strategies with unmatched precision. Her opponent drew her argument, who was opposing God's goodness, was looking more at human connection, cultural and emotional context, risks of over-reliance. She loaded point after point, but I'm just going to bounce those points to the 3 big ones here, where she contended that teaching is more than knowledge transfer. It is something else. It's mentorship, it's empathy, it's moral guidance. These are dimensions machines cannot replicate. She also mentioned that education, especially in societies like Nigeria's, context matters. Sensitivity is required and of course human understanding, which AI cannot grasp or transmit. And finally, on the risks of over-reliance on AI, she warned that dependence on AI could erode critical thinking and interpersonal skills, while also exposing students to biases coded into algorithms. In the end, she carried the day with her eloquent defense of the irreplaceable human element in teaching, edging out Ifeoluwa's compelling case for technological efficiency. 128 to 121, it ended. But many people remember some of the quotes, the quotes that were dropped, and before today's done, hopefully we'll be able to play
some of those.
We'll play you their closing arguments.
Yeah.
So welcome. You followed that debate, and you had your thoughts. At this stage, we've not always agreed about the verdicts, and it's understandable. I thought if I looked at that second debate holistically from a centralized idea, who built an idea and gave it life, I would say Ifeoluwa. But I would also say God's goodness, Kokoete, hit us with point after point after point after point.
She's the points machine.
Yeah. Point after point after point. Some of those points I wish she could have,
taking time to break down.
And elaborate.
Yes.
So it was more like a pseudo listing of points.
Yeah.
But in the end, she literally overwhelmed her opponent's points. It's like what's the parable in the Bible about the wheat and the weeds? There's somebody.
The tares actually.
Yeah.
The enemy comes at night and then sows.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's not just that he sowed; he oversowed.
Yes, and then they grew and alongside with the wheat, but then strangled them to death.
So certainly, and then the question was, what do you do about it? So it created, and it's been a strategy that has worked, and some of the debaters have complained about it. In the very first debate, I think it was Excel that was complaining, what's going on? And then we also saw that Ifeoluwa also complained about it, that, Auntie, what are you doing, man? You are just making claims. And it's just claims. It's just claims. In the end, and it's okay to view the debate one way or the other.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of the judges, and the judges have been brilliant
Fantastic.
in making their determinations.
They're professionals in that regard.
They are not infallible, just like football referees. Some calls may go wrong, and this is not to say that there was any wrong call, because at the end of the day, it's a matter of conjecture. Okay, it's a matter of conjecture, but we want to see ideas being developed in the future. So I'm just going to say this to both the judges and the students: please, for the final, we will not play, or we'll be very strict in the final.
Yep.
Let the idea be crystal clear. Let it be germane. And I will also say to some of the other students, maybe sometimes do not over elaborate. Sometimes some of the debaters
there are a couple of the debaters who spend too much time on one point. By the time they realize it's over,
yes,
and then the next guy comes and does justice.
I think Ifeoluwa's undoing in that debate was her rebuttal round. For the life of me, I did not know why she attempted to list all the 18 points that her opponent had made before then starting her refutal.
She could have just gone one after the other. She
came, she hit her, you made claims, you listed 18 points, which are not points, they are claims, and then she now started listing them one after the other. When she first listed the first three, I thought maybe she wanted to put them in clusters and say these things you are essentially saying the same thing here, and here, and this is my this is my rebuttal, and then hit it, and then go to the next and say this. But she just listed all 18 and then said, now I am going to refute all your claims. And I'm like, where would you see the time? And in the end, you could see that she couldn't get very far.
Yeah, she couldn't.
With the rebuttal. Because if she had gone far enough, she probably would have built a healthy lead in the rebuttal round. And by virtue of that strategy, her opponent took the rebuttal round.
Well, I'm hoping that these kids learn as they go back and watch these competitions. That way it helps them to brush themselves up, ready for the next battle for next week. In the meantime, Lagos, the phone lines are open. 0201-277-0993. That's 0201-277-0993. You can join the conversation. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk. Today is your day to do the talking. So join the conversation. Welcome to I Beg to Differ. Do call us back if that was you. Okay, we'd also like your comments on our Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. We want to hear what you have to say. Okay, I'll try to, merge this with that. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
I want my own
What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Victor.
All right.
So what I want to say is this scoring. Because I listened to the debate the other day, and in my own head, I could not figure out who is going to win this debate. And so I don't know how do you separate these people, because both of them come up with so much great points, hard work. How do you get to separate them? Maybe I think the scoring. There should be something that you use to separate them. Maybe you need 20 points.
Well, you and I are not the judges. The judges have what they're looking for, and that's how they score.
I don't know. Maybe people should also make it out to the audience that, for example,
no, the audience can't vote. The judges know what to do.
No, Maryann, that's not my point. So the audience, I'm not saying the audience should vote. I'm saying maybe the procedures which the judges vote should be made known to the public so that they know that this is why this person is scoring higher than this person. Okay. Because I feel for these debaters, both of them come on with so much great points, and in my head I cannot even figure out who is going to win.
They're supposed to. That's what they're supposed to do. Thank you very much for calling. They're supposed to come with. In fact, they're supposed to put their best foot forward. So if they come here and it looks like they're not doing anything, then of course. So they're both supposed to come ready, but then. Of course, one person will always be able to make more points. Somebody might be slower. Somebody might take some more time. But, a winner must emerge. Whether it's wrestling, whether it's boxing, whether it's football, whether it's tennis, whatever it is, someone has to be a winner and another a loser. Join the conversation. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Abimbola is watching live. Yes, from where, please? Sunday Joseph is saying, hello, Mr. Femi. Would like to hear your thoughts. On WhatsApp, it's 080959758505. That's 080959758505. Please, anyone there, what time is the I Beg to Differ finals? Yes, it is on Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday is the third place.
Yes.
Sorry, Wednesday is the third place.
It's the third place battle.
Yeah.
The final is at 3 p.m. on Thursday.
So, Olakunle, there you go. Our diaspora listeners, I see you're trying to call. Go ahead and call us if you are listening to us from outside of the country. You're allowed to call us. But if you are listening from inside Nigeria, please send us a message on WhatsApp. But do not call us if you are in Nigeria. Only those who are outside the country are allowed to call us. Okay? Let me go back to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to I Beg to Differ. Oh, I'm so sorry. I do not know if the female line is working, so I guess everybody has to call 0201-277-0993 until we can fix the female line. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Maryann.
Hi,
good afternoon, the working boss of Femi.
How are you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I mean, you are the working boss. If any junior staff in your office will be sweating, because if Oga is working like this, then I'm in trouble. That's by the way. My concern is these young men and women, is there any session before the debate actually starts when they arrive to prepare their minds for moments of failure, moments of disappointment? Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Maduka, for calling, and it's right on time. We have to go on a break, guys. When we come back from that break, we'll play you the closest of Olajolo, Majesty, Ifeoluwa.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Now cook food where sweet like this. On one girl for my kitchen. Too sweet I lick my lips. Now waiting I use them fry my chicken. If you listen when it says the sound of churches you've been missing. It a hammer for my city. Now cook food where sweet like this. It's mama do. It's mama do. Oh no you dey it's mama do. Mama do. Yes mama do. It's mama do. It's mama do. Oh no you dey it's mama do. Mama do.
It tastes great. It's Mamador. Mamador oil is available in stores near you and also comes in pocket-friendly sizes. Use Mamador oil today.
Maryann, it's in your hands now.
All right, we're coming back to Ifeoluwa Olaya as she begins her closing arguments. Ifeoluwa, you have 3 minutes and your time starts now.
What does better teaching really mean? Not effort, not good intentions, not a kind face in front of the classroom. It means something measurable and just. More people acquiring more knowledge and skills, faster, deeper, and more fairly. And on that measure, the undeniable reality is AI teaches better. We know this because history has proven so. Bloom level tutoring shows that one-to-one tutoring transforms children's lives. Why? Personalization, immediate feedback, and tight correction. For decades, only the wealthy could afford this miracle for their children. For decades, the poor were left behind. But today, adaptive platforms now replicate real gains, runs AI math trials, deliver months of additional learning. AI does not tire. Sorry, what do we mean by this? AI diagnoses, it adapts, it corrects, it personalizes pacing, sequences practices, and enforces retrieval, so that this way imagine the world's best tutor, not for the few but for the many. This is uniform and consistent excellence, not for the few but for the many. And on equity, for years, only the wealthy could afford this privilege for their children. But now, with UNESCO projecting a shortfall of 44 million teachers by 2030, no government, even with infinite resources, can human labor its way out of this crisis. But AI can scale. AI meets learners where they already are, on billions of mobile phones across the world. It blends through radio, SMS, and community hubs, and it becomes cheap as the price falls with government safety nets. So that this way, AI is not all or nothing. It's everywhere for everyone. And the moral truth is partial access is better than no access, because where there is access, the poorest gain the most. The opposition tells us that teaching is mentorship and warmth. Yes, mentorship matters, but if mentorship matters because it drives persistence, then that benefit is also seen in AI's learning outcomes. If mentorship matters as human connection, then AI is the liberator, because it's it allows humans to instead be mentors and guides. If cultural fit matters, then unlike AI, human bias is invisible and permanent. And if there is any marginal value from mentorship, the scale of AI's benefits dwarfs it the most. So we look at two decisive axes: outcome and equity. On outcome, AI secures learning gains that are larger and even more than any gains that we can gain from human-only systems. And on equity, AI allows early tutoring to be available to millions who would have originally been excluded. Any inequity in AI adoption is transitional, but inequity in human-only systems is permanent, it's invisible. You can't do anything about it. And every year of delay is a child, a boy that will not get to go to school, a girl who has to drop out of school. We can't prioritize mentorship and warmth for the few over mastery for the many. We give you proof, outcomes that change lives. We give you process, a mechanism that replicates excellence. We give you justice, equity that transforms privilege into public good. So that this way, if teaching really means what it is meant to mean, which is more learning for more people more fairly, then AI is the great tutor of our time. Thank you.
Your time starts now.
It was a bright and buzzy Thursday morning in IBTD FM. The air was cool and thick with coffee, colds, and just a little too much optimism. The station's beloved tech presenters, Femi, Yvonne, and Maryann, were live on air, hosting their usual morning show. But today wasn't just another day in the studio. No, today was the grand debut of their AI-powered report assistant. All right, folks, Femi said into the mic, grinning like a proud dad at a science fair. We have just installed our newly AI-powered report assistant. Everyone say hello to Sheriff, the report robot. Sheriff's voice echoed through the station's speakers in a perfectly awkward monotone. Hello, humans. I am Sheriff. I report efficiently. The trio burst into laughter. Yvonne leaned into her mic, eyes twinkling. All right, let's test it out. Sheriff, give us today's weather forecast. Sheriff buzzed and clicked and delivered with full digital confidence. Today's weather forecast is Amala with a 90% chance of Bomo from Ejanla Foods. Maryann almost choked on her coffee. Wait, what? I think he confused the weather forecast with my lunch order. Undeterred, Femi gave it another go. Okay, Sheriff, give us how are the stock markets doing? Sheriff answered, there are no more stocks in the house, but you can buy at Jankara Market. And so Sheriff became an overnight sensation, not for his accuracy, but for proving that even the smartest of robots cannot tell the weather forecast from a piece of cowhide. My teacher, coach, and mentor, Mr. Annie, is a genius in his ability to handle classroom disruptions, something that AI is not built for. His method of teaching builds long-term trust and mentorship, something that AI cannot do. AI cannot read non-verbal cues, whereas the human teachers pick up on body language, facial expression, and tone to gauge emotions and understanding. AI lacks this intuitive awareness. The future of education cannot take away the place of human teachers like Mr. Annie, because teaching is human connection, not just content delivery. Now, the risk is not that AI will become too intelligent and take over the classroom. No, the risk is that we might become too dependent on it and forget how to teach without it. Gracias tibi ago quod out the sea. And that is the classical and grammatically correct way of saying thank you for listening in Latin. I rest my case.
Okay.
And now we can all rest. Oh dear.
Gracias. I mean, she is something.
You know that family, like, okay, everybody, rest.
Yes.
Everybody should rest.
Rest in Jesus.
Yeah. Interesting comments. Esther Oboli, Mrs. Oboli, we see you. Good afternoon, delectable Maryann and Mr. Femi. I want to appreciate your detailed explanation on the judge's perspective and the debater's scoring. The second question I raise on our task as the listening audience should be something is hanging. I think it should be tackled today, because as the audience viewing this history-making event, there's something we can do, like contributing our quota through social media platforms to take IBTD a notch higher. Awaiting your response. I guess we'll come to that. Don't worry. We'll talk about that today.
Yes.
We'll also have opportunities to elaborate on that in the days to come. For some weird reason, I don't know what, between Sheriff, Maryann, and the lot, they've decided that I must have to come and sit down here every afternoon, debate or no debate.
Working for your money.
Okay. If you guys say so. After all, After all, I already got the hailings from our caller earlier, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
We love to hear you on the radio. We love to have you here. So when we can, we just milk it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we enjoy it while it lasts.
I feel like a cow already.
Well, Lagos, the phone lines are still open. We'd like to hear from you on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live. Join the conversation. Someone says, good afternoon, Femi and Joyce. Where is she? Joyce is on a holiday. 0201277093 on WhatsApp. It's 0809597585. On X, use the hashtag IBTD. That's I beg to differ. Hello, welcome to I beg to differ.
Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Good afternoon.
Yes, we can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's me, Comrade Han, Lagos, Mainland. Oga Femi, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, I am actually, I'll reach you, Oga Femi, as regards sponsorship and partnership here.
Okay.
So towards next year, I'll come to your studio. Oga Femi, I'll reach you personally. Yeah, where to call, like I said, I'm not too strong. So I would find time to come and meet you so we can talk. I've spoken with some of my billionaire friends. By the grace of God, by next year it's going to be bigger because once it's live on TV where, it can get the right audience and sponsorship and all that. So,
thank you.
But permit me, I wanted majesty because that debate of that I wasn't pleased at all, honestly, because I listened to the other guy. The guy did very well. It was they had both great debaters, but Majesty point was Majesty swept everybody off their like Majesty is, I don't know why you guys just took him off. So since then, but all the same, I will create time, like I said, Oga Femi, we'll meet to sit down so we can, talk business and all that. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, and
very
get well
much,
soon,
Comrade
please.
Ann. Be strong. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you very much for calling. The thing is, we all have favorites, and we sometimes hope that our favorites win. And sometimes what you think you heard is not exactly what you heard. Sometimes I have to go back and play these things back. And the more you play back, the more you realize that, okay, this person actually deserved to win.
Yeah, you begin to understand the judge's thinking.
Yeah.
And I've always said this. The only people who are listening critically are the judges.
Yep.
The rest of us, sometimes, we listen too.
Yeah, but we're octopuses in the studio. We're doing a lot of things.
Between so we're not listening because you see, it's a different thing when you're the judge. So the judges are listening and they are taking notes. I've said this before, and even then, I remember when I announced that result for Olajolo, who I have grown very fond of because he's a brilliant debater. Yeah, it was a part of me. And I must confess this. I don't know whether it's appropriate to confess. As a football fan, again, I say this, full disclosure, I do not have any control over the decisions. So sometimes I listen like a fan myself. So, and I know that my stance has been, God, man, this national final, I want a winner from outside Lagos. I have always said that. I hope the Port Harcourt and Abuja teams will come correct and they will challenge, so that Lagos is not winning it all the time. And after the quarterfinal, my dream final was supposed to be Lagos versus Port Harcourt. Like, dream. Like I just my
dream final was Abuja Port Harcourt.
No, sorry. That was my dream final. Yeah. Abuja Port Harcourt. That was like, what will it be? I know we have two great, brilliant Lagos representatives. But my dream was like, let the other people show this Lagos to us. That my greatest outcome would be, let's just have Abuja and Port Harcourt in the final. So, but that's me as a fan. Just as a fan. It wasn't to be. I remember how I felt when Olajolo, because we're reminded these are kids. You cannot begrudge a kid's victory. But I also remember that I felt somehow. I just announced the thing and then moved on. There was not.
I was more shocked. Like
for me, I think that was me coping with the fact that like play, Majesty is out. You know, and for some weird reason he had been my top favorite, but we know that sometimes the favorites don't go all the way.
No, they don't.
The last two regional finals, Olajulo was not my favorite. My favorite was this Ocheja lady from Tollywood, who unfortunately could not go past the semi-final because of a combination of factors. Her health, surgery. She was soldiering on in spite of her health challenges. And it caught up with her, I think, in the quarterfinal, where I think reaction to medication, she was just not herself. And in the second regional final, Ifeoluwa was not my favorite. What I mean by she was not my top favorite. She was one of the favorite. What's the name of the young girl that had hijab? One small girl like this.
Yes, from the school. What's her name?
I loved her, but
I've forgotten her name.
But the person who looked like the overwhelming favorite was the young lady from Tollywood. What's her name now? I remember her dad, a fantastic guy. But in the end, she got to the semi-final and froze, and that can happen. It happens to the best. It reminds me of the contest where Ramadan, in the very final, was leading in the final of his contest, was leading on all the judges' scorecards, and then in the second debate, I think was it in the closing argument, his closing argument in the second debate, he just froze. At that point, he was leading on the judges' scorecard. From what I heard from the judges and from Sandra herself, that he was leading and he froze, and that was it. So these things happen. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's get back to the phone lines.
Join the conversation. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. And our WhatsApp callers from the diaspora, go ahead and join us. Hello.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Tony James.
Go ahead.
I'm calling from Songwater.
All right, welcome.
Yeah, what a great debate that was we witnessed last week. These kids are so phenomenal.
No
but did I hear Ifeoluwa say teaching is not mentorship? I don't think so. If teaching is not mentorship, then what is it? Let's even come back from Maryann. What is teaching? Teaching simply means passing information. And what is mentorship? It also means passing information.
Yeah.
But maybe in an intensive manner.
Yeah. So I guess
I make both to say it is almost the same thing. It is like saying a teacher is not a lecturer. That is not the same thing. That teacher is different from lecturer. It's the same thing.
Okay.
I get you.
It's just a step up of language.
I guess it's for the purpose of arguments, because again it was a debate.
Yes, again it was in reaction to her opponent God's goodness claim that we can AI mentor. AI cannot mentor the way the teachers are mentors, and she followed up by saying that you want mentors, that your parents will mentor you. Yes. You understand? So again, it was in a
you
counter
get a career guidance counsel or something like that. I had to say something like that.
Yeah, I remember when she made that point. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyway, thank you so much for calling.
Appreciate.
We've got a diaspora caller. Good luck, Mwagazi.
Okay.
Good luck. Where are you calling us from?
Canary Wharf.
Oh, lovely. Okay, England.
Yeah. Please, I've been trying to get you guys for some time, but
you're lucky. It's your lucky day today.
Yes,
I'm happy.
You keep saying that you're going to give us some space to talk, but now, my brother Femi, Maryann, I thank you guys for all you're doing, but I have my reservation concerning the semi-final that took place just this week, and even the quarterfinal. Like those days in university, when you know what you have written, you can afford to petition and go to the Senate and say, look, I know what I've written. Let other professors come and look into this matter. And at the end, you may be giving your grades. I would suggest that some of your your judges like Majid, or what's his name? Sorry to use that word. Majid, I don't think he gave Majesty a good result or judging based on what I heard and saw. Because each time this thing comes up, I just dedicate time to listen to all that has been happening and see how we can at least. These young children or young students are doing very well. They are doing far better than even some of us that went to school when school was school. I dug my cat for them, but now you should please try and get other judges to look into all that has happened, because no man is an island. They may have maybe forgotten some of the points. Look at the bullet points that Majestic was just marshalling out on that very day. Suddenly, she lost. The same thing happens to the quarterfinals that happens between one other young girl and Olojolo. The same thing happened. Please, our advice and advocate that let other judges go through the stuff and come back and make their own informed judgment. Okay. No man is an island. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good luck. May I just quickly say that it's the same Majid that judged the competition that made Majesty a champion. Why would he? I mean, if there was any such thing, you know,
and it's from the
why would he? He's an Abuja. Why would he want to?
I don't think he was on a mission
to
eliminate Majesty.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So again, I think we went into the results yesterday, and on Monday, I think we would, in view of our time, we have the clips of the closers and all of that because we have 2 days in the coming. We will do a deep dive, a deep dive into these things, but I also appreciate what you said. It's there's no harm in engaging the academy of adjudicators, some of them who have judged globally in different parts of the world, to come in and take a look at these things and all of that. We can't, and some of them are Nigerians, and all of that. I would say that we should. I think Judge Majid was well within his right to adjudge that contest the way he did. Yeah, I think he was well within his right. Yeah, it is what it is, actually.
Irabuchi is calling us from England. Hello, Irabuchi.
Finally, Maryann.
My brother, how are you?
I'm all right. Thank you, Femi. Femi, you do me a favor, please. Let me not forget it. You stand up a little bit. I like your senator. I want to make some for you. I'll tell my boss to make some for you, and I'll look for you and send it across.
Fantastic.
I like what you're wearing.
This is very sexy. So me, I cannot wear senator. I don't understand.
Fantastic.
If you want to, but it's not, Maryann, let me tell you the secret. It's not easy to make a measurement of a lady. For Femi, I look at him, I can take measurement, I can make for him. But for you, a woman has hip, a woman has tummy.
It's okay.
So it's a bit difficult, except you're ready to go for these people that do adjustments, something like that.
Look at her. She's turned green with envy.
I will send it to Lagos. I will send it to my brother in Lagos. Then I'll tell him to get your office and give it to you. I like it.
Thank you very much, my brother.
I'm looking at you with bombastic side eye.
I beg you.
You should be coming down.
Change your distance. I've told you to change it. You're more beautiful and delectable than the picture you post on your program when you want to host your program.
That's not me. The digital guys will check it. They'll
change it. May they change that. What thing they carry show me? They are beg. See, fine lady. Come they show me what I don't know. Like say you right. Please, I beg. I don't watch you that for television. Then they call on phone. I beg. Let me say this, please. Before during the finals, you guys should do it. If you propose, you oppose. So that there is an advantage when you are proposing, depending on like AI. There is an advantage for human. So I'm not trying to say that Kokoete lady had a little bit of more opportunities because she had more points. That is just that. So you guys should do it. You propose, and at the end of the day, you still have to oppose. Let us know what you can do with the both ends. Then the other way around, you go and check my last message. That day, those two guys that did, I sent you guys a message. Send me a card number. I wanted to spray their transport.
Hey.
Nobody responded. It was not.
Sheriff will reply to you, Irabuchi. I promise.
It was on the spot something. They were on. I love it.
They're still around. They're still around.
I know. Because she had actually shown. She'd shown me.
The guys were.
Yes,
I enjoy the guys more than the ladies.
Yes.
I mean, defense semi-finals. That one was fire to fire. I never see.
I know.
So please, you guys should try to keep up with your social media. Okay. Some of us are listening from far away.
Yeah.
So I really. It's unfortunate that in Lagos State, in Nigeria, nobody is sponsoring this type of educative programs. They want to sponsor those ones that they put their pants. They put their
okay, daytime. Because bye. Or what they call you. Thank you. Before you now go put us in trouble. We've got barely 4 minutes on the clock.
I'm looking forward to when you guys will hold an all-champion season, including those who are done with college coming back, including Tavita, Tausheik, and Ramadan.
Someone here says you guys are talking about Hazima, the hijabi girl. Yes.
Yes.
That girl, she would have been a champion. I mean,
she's still very young, so we hope to see more of her.
We're hoping that she comes back in the next season. Hopefully.
This is one. Oguntayo Lanrewaju. That other one was from Festus Destiny. I think it's a great idea, but some of these kids are in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
We'll see. We should consider that. Oguntayo Lanrewaju says, working boss Oga Femi, brother, you guys are doing a great job. Please, after this debate, Grandpa Jimmy Disu will debate with Mr. Sheriff.
Is that a joke?
Oh, I don't know. That will be so one-sided.
They've been advocating for all Nigerian Info OAPs to have a debate. Nami go win. Nami go win. Leave it for me. Oh no, maybe Joyce will win.
All the best.
Maybe Joyce will win.
Who's going to get into an argument with you ladies? You know this thing that Sheriff usually
on you like, what are you saying? You're not making sense, Femi. Okay. Let me educate you. Femi will just leave the studio for
You'll meet me in my office.
Come and receive your query. How dare you? Let's take one last call, guys. Hello, welcome to I Beg to Differ.
Hi, Maryann. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr.
Hello, Mr. Zaboli. Go ahead,
afternoon
please.
To you.
In order to calm frayed nerves, Mr. Femi, because in my house too, we argue about a couple of things whenever the debate is going on. And I know you spoke about, during the intro, the infallibility of the judges. After every debate, sir, do you and the judges or your crew, including Maryann, Mr. Sheriff and everybody, do you guys have a say on why a particular judge will decide to score a contestant in a manner? Or is it that the judges are above any scrutiny? That's my question.
My response, Caesar's wife is above suspicion. Thank you, Mr. Foley, on a lighter note.
So no, they're not. The judges, for instance, I'm aware that after the semi-final, the judges, had a brief meeting amongst themselves, and I can tell you this, that the consensus amongst the judges that some was that, and I know one or two of the judges had owned up to, oh yes, and I think because Sheriff had given me the feedback that the judges had already had this session where they're like, guys, do not be carried away by the sheer number of points that somebody makes.
Yes.
The debate itself has gradings where you make 1 point, you can be scored anywhere between 1 and 3. And so what it means is that you can make 20 points and somebody can make 10 points and probably score 30 while you make 20, and you can you know, if you get 111, you still score the same 20. But maybe because we've run out of time, I think we would look at this again.
Yeah, we just have a quick minute break and then we'll come back and wrap things up because our time is almost gone. Somebody says, Maryann, they do a Joro. Why don't you give Mr. Femi 60 seconds to comment on every topic? Do you not like my life? You want me to lose my job? We'll be right back, Lagos.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Now cook food where sweets like this. Okon get from
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's